And now, the #1 most feared tackler of all time, Dick Butkus.
Number one.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Dick Butkus, the most feared tackler who ever lived.
Dick Butkus was the most frightening linebacker to ever play pro football.
He was an 8-time Pro Bowler in 9 years. And he played the last 4 years basically with no knees.
Oh, look at his knee. It's gone, man. Look at that.
And they still couldn't stop him.
Butkus was playing at, 250, 260, at a time when the other linebackers were 30 or 40 pounds lighter.
What he was really great at was taking the ball away from you.
Butkus set the career record for defensive fumble recoveries, but he was even more skilled at stripping offenses of their dignity.
He scared you, he hurt you, and he brought you down.
Now, this guy looks like he spent an afternoon playing against Dick Butkus.
He hit you where it hurt, right in your heart.
I want to just let them know that they've been hit. And when they get up, they don't have to look to see who was that hit them.
You had the feeling that he was serious, that it wasn't just a game, that when he wanted to drill you, he really wanted to drill you, and probably would want to drill you when the game was over.
When he hit you, you stayed hit. I mean, he hit with violence.
Violence is his lifestyle.
I think it was Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. I got kind of a charge when that head come rolling down the stairs. I kind of like to sit there and watch it, project those things happening on a football field, and not to me.
There were more people in the training room after we played the Bears than any other opponent. Everybody was bleeding, bruised, marked up. I remember looking at one of our assistant trainers. I said, "Was it that tough out there?" And he looked at me and he said, "Butkus."
There are no victories in a bout with Butkus.
Just watching him out there had to scare some of these guys.
If I had to play him, I'd crap the bed. I would go caca in my pants.
When God created the bears, he created human beings who looked like bears.
Butkus was a bear who walked like a man.
Butkus grunted a lot and growled a lot when he was backing up the line.
Never took a shower after the game. He just went in front of his locker and would lie down and lick himself.
People say he was mean, asshole, and then, he would bite people and different things like that.
There's a lot of offensive guys who will tell you that they felt somebody biting on my finger. And it'd be Butkus trying to take another chunk out of an offense.
The official came running in and said, Butkus out. He bit my finger.
Dick Butkus once said, "Some people were made to be doctors, others to be lawyers. I was made to play football."
When we found out he was taking Shakespeare, that threw me back a little bit.
Shakespeare's words could well have immortalized Dick Butkus.
But Dick Butkus wanted to expand his horizons, and he always hated being called, the dumb jock.
Our #1 tackler never mastered Shakespeare's plays.
He was horrible.
But plays by Butkus inspired a generation of art and poetry.
Roses are red and violets are blue. If you got any sense, you'll keep Butkus away from you.
Our top tackler preyed on blood, sweat, and fears. So why is he #1? We couldn't rank him any higher.
Dick Butkus was the personification of defensive intimidation in pro football.
Simply out to punish him. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he thought football was all about.
There was no one better than Dick Butkus.